Rumpelstiltskin, what up? Hey pal. Dakota. How you doing, man? What I'm making is a stand to hold this transmission upright because you just can't stick them in a bucket anymore. How well you guys can see that transmission timing. This is what I'm making. See in the transmission shops, they have a holder that sits down over top of the transmission. And there's two spots in the transmission where you can put a dowel or a bolt to put up the tube. I'm going to drill holes in the sides. And I'm going to weld these nuts on so that the bolt sticks through and goes into that recess where the dowels would go in. So I'm going to weld this on so I can screw it in through the nut. It'll go through the hole and it'll go through that little dowel pin, female side on the transmission. So this will go in. I'm going to have another one on the top. I'm going to take and weld a piece of flat bar. They kind of like maybe a 30-degree angle, so it sits over top of the transmission. So that when I put this in, I can lock it where the transmission is straight. So in theory, it should go wrap around the top and just pin it tight. But this doesn't swivel, it just stays straight. And that, I believe in theory, should hold that transmission straight up and down. So I can take the pan off, take the solenoids out, take the bell housing off, and the pump bolts will pump out of the transmission. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it works, that's phenomenal. If it doesn't work, then I'll have something to make something out of it. Oh yeah, it's hey Village, it's the fan that's directly behind the phone. I'm gonna take a good about it. Let me turn that fan. I'll leave it over. I'll have my mic on here, so I have to go around. Should be a little better now. What up, dude? How you doing, bro? Let me do two things. Let me mic out. Let me get all mic'd up. Maybe. Where did that go? Ah, there it is. Set it somewhere where I wouldn't find it. What up, brother? I'm making a transmission stand. I'm going to try to use my engine stand. There we go. How about now? Are we better now with static? Can you hear me now? Yeah.
That's what we're after. Village. Uh-oh, yeah, no shit. No shit, bro. So, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that will sit. You can kind of see it. Let me move you over just a touch. Trying to get a good view so y'all can see everything that's going on. Let's see. That should do it. A little bit. Yep, perfect. All right, you're a little far away, but you'll get the idea. So this is going to sit down over top of the transmission, and there's two female ports right here on the side. I'm going to come down with a bolt to lock the transmission so I can tilt it or lean it back or just have it straight up and down, which is the idea. And I'll have those two studs that I showed you. These two bolts will come in from the side and go into those female openings. So that'll allow me to pivot, but it'll also allow the transmission not to fall. So let me finish welding this up, and then we'll move right on along to drilling some fucking holes and such. It is hot. It is 100 degrees. It is 100 degrees right now. Yeah, they make one more pass over that. Fill that hole in. Let me go back over to the side that started to cool. I'm also going to put some gussets on the back side of that. So I made it a little tall so I can put some gussets on the inside so that it doesn't maybe collapse in on me. That's the idea, at least. We'll see. It's a learning curve. It's either going to work or it's not. I'm either going to be buying a brand new transmission or I'm not. We'll play it by ear. But I figured I didn't have anything else better going on. I might as well move along with this process. Now it's going to be extremely hot. So let's not touch it. Let's use these to touch it. All right, so got this welded up for now. We'll I'm gonna put some gussets in to support it so it doesn't, try to fold in on me. So I'll put some gussets in here, and we'll go from there. Because you just don't want to, I don't really want to just rely on that weld in that. So I don't like to cut all the way through the metal. What I do is I'll cut damn near all the way through it, and I'll fold the metal in and get the shape I want, and then I'll weld that gap in. I see a lot of people do it. I like doing it just because if I need to tweak it one way or the other, I'm not holding two pieces of metal together. I can just tweak it a little bit and set it back, tweak it a little bit and set it back, just so that a little bit. I mean, if you move it too much, it's eventually going to break off, but there's a fine line between it breaking off and not breaking off. And sometimes you hit that mark and sometimes you go past it. But let's make some gussets. Let's make some gussets. If you don't know what a gusset is, stick around for a few minutes and I will show you exactly what a gusset is. You don't need, I could use the same thickness of material. Don't necessarily need to. Well, of course, that's got a bunch of weld on it. That one's got a bunch of weld on it too. All right. Well, so we will make some gussets. Something on the inside. I don't need it to be too much of a gusset, but it's going to be a gusset nonetheless. Because this is the stuff, this is what I'm using, and it's super thick. Super duper thick. Gives you an idea how thick that is. Pretty heavy. Pretty heavy stuff. It's just scrap left over. I don't necessarily need to make gussets out of that. I'm not trying to pick a house up. I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't collapse in on itself. So let's mark this where my Sharpie ran off to. Sharpie. There we go. Just need some triangular pieces. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy at all. That'll be 2. And that'll be 4. If I can see that when I do it, we'll be in good shape. All right. Let's get this out of here. I don't know why I put it in there, but I did. It's a little loose. It's pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. Well, that's what we're after. Got a very expensive transmission to set up on top for that stupid thing to hold. So I don't need it that thick, corn. Don't need it that thick. Oh, I bet you that's extremely loud. Let me mute this for a second. I'll be right back. So what I'm using isn't that thin to begin with. Not like I'm using, you know, 16th ship. I'm using something that's still relatively thick. Not flimsy by any means. So those are just going to go into the corners. To shore up those corners just a little. I mean, you know, corn, if it fails, then you could be like, ah, I told you so. But so as we're gearing up to order parts and get everything figured out, we're going to be doing this for now. I'm still not going to pull that transmission apart just yet. I'm going to wait till we have all the parts in hand, because I don't want this transmission to be disassembled for months waiting for parts. I'm going to try to keep it together for now until I get all the shit we need. Because we got to change the yoke on the rear as well, because it's not the right one. The drive shaft hangs out a little further than I would like it to. So we're going to change that up as well. Right through the socket went. Unlike dirty metal, be all right. Not building Trump Tower here. I think I got my heat turned up a little too much. A little too much for that wire speed. Let me turn it down a touch. Oh, yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking right now. Let's go down just a touch more. The wire speed slow down a little bit. But I don't know if you guys can see that really well from there. Yeah, you can kind of see that gusset right there. See that gusset? It's just going to shore this up a little bit. I got one on each side. And if I got to, I'll add to it. If I see it deviating any which way, I'll add to it. But I don't think I'm going to need to. I think what I've got is going to be just fine. I'm just running that about 1/8 of an inch in, so I could just run a bead over it and make it happy. I mean, I'll be proud of myself if I make a transmission holder. That's for damn sure. Something that I'll never ever need again. But hopefully, I will never need again. Lord willing. Lord willing, I'm the. Shit. Anytime you can build your own tool is a good time, you know? You ain't got to spend money to buy it. I mean, I could buy transmission stand adapter or this, that, and the other, but why? I'll just make one. I'll just make one. If it works, it works. I tell you, I'm a little, really don't want to have to do this, but right now it's not in the cards financially to send it all this thing off. Because really it needs to be upgraded to the higher horsepower rating, honestly. But it's like 3 Gs. And we ain't got that right now. We ain't got that right now. You know, maybe if somebody wants to make a channel donation, corn, we've got it. But right now we ain't got it. And this is what we doing. We're gonna get it patched up. We're gonna get it where it'll hold up. I think the better idea would be just to buy a whole nother transmission, honestly, versus see the gussets. Gussets on there now. Pretty solid. And if I got to, I'll lay a piece of flat on that and weld that in and box that whole damn corner off. Then I'll not have any trouble, period. And I'll run a strap over the ends if I got to. But I think for right now, it'll be good. It'll be good until it ain't. It'll be good until it isn't. So we just got to drill some holes. Drill some holes, weld on some nuts, and see where that gets me. Should get me pretty dang close. I probably don't have one damn sharp drill bit in the place, but we're going to do it. Because you got all the money, son. That's why. Shit. You loaded, bro. You are loaded. Don't try to act like you ain't. I know you got all that money hiding somewhere. All out in the woolly swamp. Got it all buried in mason jars in the woolly swamp out there. No, I got my safety glasses on too. And try to save my bits and not burn them up doing one big hole at a time. So we're going to step this up a little bit as we go. I am notorious for just going for it and just drilling one big ass hole one time. Uh-oh. Notorious. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. The hell? I just took that off the charger. What are you doing to me? Huh? I'm not even pushing on that hard. Not even pushing on it hard. This battery's about to die too. What the hell? Well, the one thing I don't have is a corded drill. snapping my wrist there, bud. Something. I don't think I necessarily need to be still a little warm. I don't think I necessarily need it to be that big for that center one. Okay. Now, let's go over here. Let's find. I think that should be good enough for that. Just a little something to keep it from. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to weld the nut to it. I'm going to run the bolt through and flip it, and then I'm going to weld kind of a V-shaped piece to go over the top of the transmission housing. So I'll get this in there so I can adjust it in and out. I think the longer the better. And that's really just going to keep it from pivoting too much, I'm hoping. So should be good on that. Something along those lines should work out. Just tack that in there. To do the trick. Should hold that in there really well, I hope. All right, now that down. I'll flip it over, find a nut that fits, and then make a piece for the bottom of that. It's a little warm, by the way. So what I'll do now is I'll just make a slight V-shaped piece. I'm going to find a nut that fits this, and I'll weld that to this. That way, if I want to take it off, I can take it off. I don't want to make this permanent. So if I need to add a longer bolt, I can add a longer bolt to it. If I want to use this for something else, maybe a puller of some sort, I can still do the same damn thing with it. Just, put some hooks on it. Put some hooks on the end and have a center pin bolt and make a big puller off. Maybe I might need to use it to pull a ring gear off or something. So that's how we'll do that. But I'll find a nut and then I'll weld a little piece onto it. Be good. More or less something along these lines, like that, open-ended, of course. Now let's find another nut. Perfect. Yeah, so something like that. But I'm going to use flat steel, of course, so I'll weld that, something like that, to that nut. And then the transmission will sit there. It'll be a little more spread out than that. You understand what I'm doing. I keep explaining myself. What did I do? I think I'll use another piece of this. Use another piece of this to make that strap. Really kind of just needs to be bowed. It really doesn't need to be bent in a V. I think that'll do it. Right about there. So mark that for reference a little bit. And I will, dang it. Something like that. All right, let's cut that off. Cut that off. We'll set this over here. Cool off a little bit anyway. Cut this off. That right there so I don't lose it. Sorry. There we go. Back in action. What's that? Made all that noise. Oh, crotch rocket. I think he's waiting for me to come out there and gap his shit out of him. All right. Yeah, well, I have a tendency to over-explain myself, like a lot. Like I will over-explain something to where I actually end up confusing myself. It's a bad habit, man. It's a bad habit. Because I like things explained to me like I'm stupid, you know? Honestly, like I'm just the dumbest person in the world is how I like things explained to me. You give me the ABCs and I will fill in the rest. You know, sometimes I need it explained to me that way. So I am not good at reading and comprehension by any means. So if somebody can, you know, point and grunt at something, I'll figure it out. You know, hot, don't touch. No touch. Okay. So that should work out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Man, almost like I knew what I was doing. Bend that just a touch more. Just a touch more. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, my. All right. So, that, let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Nope. Not enough swing. Not enough swing. Stay. Mmm. Hot. So, that. That will be like that. It's cooled off pretty good. So that'll be like that and sit on top of the transmission like this. Yeah. All right. Let me bring you over. I'll show it to you. We just got to drill some holes, put those big bolts in there. So that, let me get behind the camera so I can see. Yeah, so that will sit a little glary. I'm sorry. That will sit like that. And this will hold this straight. And if I need to turn or twist the transmission, I back this out and I can turn the transmission when it's standing straight up and down. So these are the holes. These are the dowel holes I was talking about. So the bolts that I have over there will sit inside of that hole. I'm going to weld a nut to here, and then I'll screw that bolt in, and that bolt will go into here. Can't go too far because I'll crack the case, but that's a good 1/2 inch in there, and that's what everybody uses with their tool, with their transmission holder, is that. So there's one on the other side. So this will get a bolt or a nut welded to it, and bolt will go through it, and I'll slip it down, screw my bolt in with my fingers so it's snug, and then this I'm going to attach it to that, and that is for my engine stand. So once I get the dowels and everything set up, then I'm going to figure out a way to attach it to that, whether I bolt it to it or use the arms and the risers to come up with something a little different. So we'll see. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah. Working on it, brother. Working on it. Whoa, holy macaroni. Almost died. There we go. Got my mic on? Yeah, we're on. Didn't know if I was just pointing without talking. All right. Moving right along. So that'll work out. That'll work out pretty good. I didn't do too bad of a job on it. Bad. Bad. I mean, that end's a little rough, but that's gone over 3 times because, you know, it's a big void there. And I built little gussets in there to keep it from, you know, collapsing in on itself if it happens. I think it'd probably have more of a, it's probably more likely that it would, you know, expand and fall apart than it would be to collapse on me. But this is going to be adjustable for height. Let's see, that's, oh yeah, to put a little lube on it. A little lube on her. A little draggy after welding. Should put a, I should weld this fucking wrench right to the top of that. Make it a T-handle. Should just weld that wrench right there. Look. Maybe. We'll see. To put a little anti-seize on it. It's a little tight after. Not too bad though. A little tight after welding the shit out of it. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll work out. I wanted to make the holder removable. So maybe I might have another purpose for this after I use it. All right. Drill some more holes. Just barely in the shot, huh? I move it just a touch. I'll tweak you over just a little bit. Hell yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. If it works out good, it works out. If I fucked up, then, I'll just go on Summit and order the damn thing I need. They make everything for you these days. I figure what the hell. I'm trying to do it myself. Cheap socket from Harbor Freight. I got a whole damn toolbox full of cheap sockets. I got so many damn duplicates of sockets, it's ridiculous. Down here by the toolbox is a toolbox that's full of tools that are quadruplets of different shit in there. There's 5 or 6 different, 5 or 6 of the same screwdriver, 10 or 20 of the same socket, a bunch of cheap Kmart wrenches that were my dad's. So I'll weld one of those on there maybe. We'll see. I shouldn't really need to, but we'll see. Cross that bridge when I get there. All I have is cheap stuff, man. What are you talking about? Like this. Like this cheap fucking thing. Junk. Same with this. Junk. Anyway, let's drill some holes. Stop fucking around. I might have to get a big ass drill bit to drill that hole. But one thing I do want to check before I commit to drilling those holes is placement of my said holes. Somewhere. Probably. That's going to work really nice if it works. Probably come down. Yeah, I can go up just a touch from where I marked those originally. And go up just a little bit. A little meat on the bone there. And I'll come back with a flap wheel and smooth out all the roughness and the sharp edges so nobody cuts themselves. But let's start making some holes. Yeah. Let's make some holes. You guys are still zoomed in pretty good. I'll get you. I'll zoom you out in just a second. pretty thick metal. Like I said, I'm trying not to burn my bit up. You see me lifting the drill. An old trailer shop mechanic that used to work with me did that when he drilled. He would lift it up. And I asked him why the hell he keeps doing that, and he said, well, it cools the tip off so you don't burn your bit up. You raise it up and to cool the tip off, and you get back after it. All right, you know, sure, I'll try it. So used to do that with everything, but you know, back at the old shop, we used to use air drills and not cordless shit. No oil. So this bit ain't as sharp as the other one. I think it's done. I don't have a bit sharpener either, which sucks. Yep. You hear them start squeaking, that's when they're fucking done. Yeah, no oil, corn. I've never used oil in a hole I've drilled before. Never. Some pretty thick shit. Pretty thick shit. That's a DeWalt bit too. Usually they're pretty good. Probably got to get me a drill press eventually. Yep. Yeah, well, you know, that's if I had cutting oil for drill bit. And put some engine oil in there, bud. It'll make you. I know none of these are going to be sharp. Yeah, I think duller than my pecker. I've got a whole toolbox drawer full of drill bits that are junk, and I don't know why the hell I keep them around, but I do. You know, they're like my buddies. Useless as fuck, but I keep them around for some reason. That's mean, I know. I love them all. I love them all. Thanks for stopping in, Village. Sir, I hope you feel better. This is the part of the show that gets a little unprofessional. Gets a little unprofessional. But I'm cheap and I'm lazy. But, you know, right now, not a good time to be going out and spending a pile of money on drill bits. You know, maybe I get monetized and get a few extra dollars in the bank from doing this. I'll be in good shape. Beautiful. Christmas tree bit for the win. It's an ugly hole, but it's a hole nonetheless. There's metal everywhere. Oh yeah, I need to zoom you guys back out, eh? Magic. What's this? You can sharpen it with a that grinder, yeah. I couldn't stop being so trifling. Is it not? Okay. There we go. Yeah. But knowing me, I'm gonna hold it at the wrong angle and I'm end up with a pencil. Let me step off camera, wipe the sweat from my brow. Phew. Boy, that rain came through earlier and really got things humid and hot. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You want me to let me take this jobber here. They make those little adapters too, I've seen. They make those little adapters that go over these and take this and do like one of these numbers. Like I said, knowing me, I'll make that bitch a pencil. We'll test that later when we're just, you know, hanging out, talking shit. Let's go a little higher. You're right, Thomas. I ain't got nothing to lose if they don't care. You're absolutely right. I like the way you think. My style. My style. That's for damn sure. These little ones just keep on getting after it, man. But them bigger drill bits, they don't keep an edge. I couldn't tell you how many holes I've drilled with this thing. I do wish I had my air drill though. A 1/2-inch drill. It's noisy as shit. But it would definitely make light work of this. Definitely make light work of that. You go whop, 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 like a 4-stroke. Like it'd be like a 4-stroke full wheeler. Whoop, 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 when you're down through there. Yep. Down in Louisiana. Hell yeah. Yeah. We didn't grow up rich either. The only rich person I know is Corn. That's a friend of mine that's on here. Who called him? You know better to call me during a live stream, you sons of bitches. Oh, it's Tito. Tito, I'm doing a live stream, buddy. If you, you know, were a true subscriber, you'd know that. Somebody else that didn't hit that notification bell, sons of bitches. Let's see. All right, Thomas. Let's see. I almost feel my fingers getting lost in this one. Jeez. Oh, that's supposed to be carbide. I reckon it is, because it's barely touching that. All right, Thomas. Come on down here, bud. Come on down here and do that for me. But that's carbide. It barely touched the end of that. I mean, it literally barely touched the end of that. It looks like I could probably go down a little further, too. Amazon trees. Well, Amazon Christmas trees, they don't last very long either. But, you know, for what I use them for and abuse them for, you can't ask for much. Dang it. Another one bites the dust. Bullshit. Bullshit, Corn. Nice. All right. So let's take that. Knock that shit off. Come back. There. Ground this jobby here. Touch up. Okay, metal. Still on. Still got gas. Oh, sound good to you? Sounds pretty good to me. La da dee 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 dee. I'm gonna try that crayon thing. I seen that guy using a damn crayon. Heat that bolt up and melt the crayon into it. It's supposed to help you with stuck bolts because that wax is supposed to wick through the threads and stuff. Never tried it. Might do it one day. Yeah, headphone wearers beware. Didn't give you the warning. My apologies. Kitty! Kitty! Buddy! Where the hell you been? You need to stop hanging out over at Carburetors and Coffee. You better start coming back. Well, maybe come up there in the warmer months. Oh, yeah. What is up? What is up? Yeah, that is the electric glue gun, sir. God damn it. I missed you yesterday. Missed you yesterday, man. I was talking about you, too. Cleaning the garage. The hell you want to do that for? Oh, yeah, keep a fellow away from the wife. I know about that. You hush your face, Corn. You hush your face. Yeah, I like Bill. He's a cool guy. He's all right. I like his music too. Still a little warm under there. Looks like I might have this thing licked. Looks like I might have this thing licked. A little anti-sleaze on these things. But yeah, cool. It's like Frankenstein. Hey, if you're Kitty, what I'm building is an electrocution helmet, right? So I'm building an electrocution helmet. So this sits on your head like this, and you screw these bolts right directly into the ear sockets, and then clamp, and you plug them both fuckers right into the wall. You got it. Plug them right into the wall. I don't want to have to take that strap off because this transmission will go tumbling down. Yeah. All right. To get the wife out here to assist with that so I don't lose that transmission in the process. But man, there's some metal on the floor. Lord. Gotta find a new way to secure that thing anyway. But, I think before I get too overzealous, I at least need to make sure it'll line up and work the way I want it to. Can you guys see over there? Just a little bit. Let me turn you some. Give you a little twist. There we go. That's better. So let's see. This and should be this. Well, it's a little bigger, huh? Whoop. There goes the ground strap. There we go. The end of that's still a little warm. Let's set that down. Look, if it falls, y'all make sure you tell the wife that it was not my fault. Capiche? Oh, that's still a little warm. Warm on my fingers. Woo. Still a little warm on my fingers. I think I see where I went wrong with that. Yeah. See where I went wrong with that design. But let's see. Oh yeah. Boy, that's still hot. All right. So that's wanting to turn. I think what I need to do is drill a hole through that. Well, I can't drill a hole through that. That should. I think I went backwards with that. I should have. Yeah. Anyway, I'll figure that out. No big deal. Probably should have not welded the nut and just left the hole there and used 2 nuts, so I could just slam that down, tighten it, and then jam the jam nuts. Because what I didn't account for is that spinning. I was hoping that it would just run down. It still might. I might just be going a little retarded. Let's see. Let's see. I'm no engineer. Okay? I'm no engineer. Yeah, see, it just wants to jam. But honestly, that might be more than enough right there just to keep it where I want it. But that's the idea right there, to hold that. That may actually be all right. But I think I'm going to end up changing it. Not too far away, though. That is the idea. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to make it to where I can just slide this up and down, slide it down, pinch bolt or pinch nut underneath, and tighten it down that way. Or really, just make this so it doesn't screw on, so that bolt just turns inside of it. Yeah, that'll be better. That'll be easier. Yeah, y'all really can't see that. Let me bring you around. Let me bring you around, show you what I did. So, Kitty, you're just tuning in. What I'm making is a mount to hold the transmission up so that I can pull the front pump and everything out of it. So this is what I did. So I took a nice piece of flat steel, and you'll probably hear for the hole drilling. Drilled the holes in it, welded the nuts on. So, sorry, let me get you back around. So right here, little female bosses that stick out, and the bolt screws into that. Well, it doesn't screw into the boss. It just sits in there to hold it in place. And there's one on the opposite side that does the same thing. So this is going to hold the transmission, straight up and down. I wish I was at 1 million subs. So that's going to hold my transmission up. And what I'm going to use my engine stand. I've got the piece for the engine stand that normally bolts to the back of the block. I'm going to mount it on there somehow. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm going to mount it on there somehow to hold it up while I pull the bell housing and the front pump out. I've got to have it off of the transmission pan, because the transmission pan has to come off, and there's 2 solenoids in there that I have to take out so that pump can come out. So I can't do it on the bench. I can't stick it in a bucket because, transmission too big for a bucket. So we'll see. But I see where I did make one mistake, and that's with that holder. Ideally, what this thing is supposed to do, is push down on the top of the transmission to keep the transmission, from getting all floppy cock. But if I wanted to, I could adjust it out to make it to where I could angle it if I wanted to. But now I just got to figure out how to mount this to this, which I'll show you. I know everybody here is familiar with engine stands, and this thing right here is what goes onto your engine stand. It slips through, and you put this in there, and you can rotate your engine over, whatever. So I just need to figure out a way to adapt this to this. And I may just try to do something. Honestly. Let me just try to do something with the, well, that's going to kind of screw me. I could weld. I could absolutely do that. I could come back across this with the flat steel that I used to make this, that thick shit, really. Because as long as that bolt for the center stays in the center, that I can go through with an extension and just tighten that down. But I think what I'll do is just take some more of this flat steel, honestly, and just come across and run the through bolts through it, and that should be more than adequate to hold that in place. Honestly, I don't know, no need to overthink it. I think that'll work just fine. Yeah, I don't think there's really any necessary need to overthink that. I think that's exactly what I'll do. Because I can still come through the center with a socket and an extension to tighten this once I get that squared away down there. But yeah, that'll do. That's all I'm going to do. I'll just put that, and then I got to drill a couple more holes, but I'll be all right. So I'll take that off, drill that out so that bolt will just turn on it and push it. It'd be cool if I had a little old puller I could use for that. So these unscrew, and they go in there pretty far. They go in there about a good ½ an inch. So it's not like I need to worry much about it. That's, I mean, that's pretty damn deep there. So to the tip of my pinky, so about a ½ an inch in. Cool. It's coming together quite nicely. Coming together quite nicely. Hey, that's what's in that box right there, Kit. That's what's in that box right there. Underneath the right there, that box has got a face-plated 5-speed transmission in it. If anybody wants it, they can buy it. So it works pretty good. In reality, and I just didn't think it all the way through. I probably should have just used 2 jam nuts and made that through bolt to where it would go up and down, but live and learn. We'll drill that out so it just sits on there. No big deal. No big deal. Roger, how the heck are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget to tap on that little thumbs up button for me, bro. I appreciate it. Okay, that should take care of that. That should be able to Just spin in there now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. Oh, y'all can't see shit, can you? My bad, cuz. Let me get you fixed up here. Ding, ding, ding. A little far away. So far away. Oh, I need to start singing and get copyrighted, you know? They wouldn't be able to tell the difference between me singing and the actual people singing. All right. So that'll work now. It'll just spin on there. It's not going to screw into that. Theoretically. Maybe. Might have to drill it a little more. Not just, it'll be cool to have. It's like a little ball bearing to stick in there if I had one. I need to drill that out just a touch more. One last thread in there. I know. My luck, that one last thread will be the one that screws me. Not much left of it now. Let's see. That's going to be too much. That's the one I just used. Yeah, that'd be too much. All right. I think we're good. That's right. I almost whacked myself in the pecker. Good enough. Should do the trick. All right, now let's get this back over here. You guys too far away? Do I need to move you in closer? I need to move closer. I think I need to move a little closer. Yeah. All right. So something. Yeah, I mean that should be more than adequate. Just have to weld the shit out of it. Make sure it doesn't pop off of there. No big deal. I can handle that. I can handle that. Sorry if I missed you guys' comments. The TV is scrolling through and going black on me. If you look up here, I've got the live stream playing so I could see everybody's comments without having to walk back and forth to my phone, but it rolls through comments a whole lot faster than I'd like it to. If I missed something, I apologize. It's not because I don't care. Because I didn't see it. See, you just said that. It'll stick there. But if I miss it, it'll go away pretty fast. All right. Measure this, and that is 6 inches long. So I've got 12 here. We'll be in good shape. Oh, I have more than that. Look at me. So we'll just split this right in half. Oh, that's right. I lost my marker. Let's cut this in half. So 14 and a half. It'll be 7. 7 and a half. Or actually, no, it's not 7 and a half. It's 7 and a quarter, but fuck close enough. Fucking close enough. Not building a time machine. It's not the lunar lander. It's not the lunar lander. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just got to work. It's just got to work. Hey, Dakota, where'd you go? You missed it, man. You missed it. I caught my nuts on fire and was running around the garage. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I did notice I still got the TV remote in my back pocket. Take that out. Goofball. Uh, Get one of these batteries back on the charger. Now that they're cooled off. Oh, yeah. That one's good and cool. There's no way that you're charged. You're dead. I know you're dead. Must be a little too hot still. I think it's time for some new Milwaukee batteries. I think it's time for some new Milwaukee batteries. Let's turn this way. No, I'm gonna turn my mic off for a second. Don't get alarmed. I can't keep a battery enough in this thing right here. This porta cable, they ain't what they used to be. That's for dang sure. They are not what they used to be. Porta cable used to be some really good stuff. But that little thing ain't worth a hoot. It works for a little while, but that battery just cannot handle a load whatsoever. It's got the flap wheel on it. Let's just use this. Shame when you got to use your Harbor Freight crap over something that's supposed to be, name brand. Is that cracked? Nope. Anyway, I'm going to mute my mic again so I'm not blasting y'all's eardrums out. All right, and we're back. Look at how balanced that is. Look at how balanced that is, you guys. Look at that. Is that not craftsmanship? Is that not craftsmanship? I'll tell you what. If I didn't know what I was doing, I know somebody else would. So that's the idea. Let me grab the doodad and take the thingamafuckers off of it. Make sure I get this pretty close. I'm really dreading drilling more holes, honestly. Let me do this here. I'll just weld this shit all together. Just weld it all together. Probably easier to weld it together than it would be to drill holes in it at this point. You guys seen that welder on your that welder that looks like a overpowered soldering gun? They're just like done. I wonder if that thing's worth a shit. Yeah, I wonder if it's actually worth something. If it's a good quality, you know, weld, or is it just propaganda? You know, and you get it home, you go to use it, and you find out that it's really great for sheet metal, but nothing else. Vice grip hammer. Jeez. I had smashed the hell out of that flat washer. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's set this up here. Oh, yeah. Get that centered. More than enough. More than enough overhang. A little stability. Plenty of room for a bolt. Plenty of room for a bolt. I think that'll work out. Hey, Gary. How you doing? I think that'll work just fine. Move that in there. I know I need to be somewhere in that line. All right. I'm going to mute this mic again. I'm going to do some grinding. So I got something clean to weld to. There we go. Hopefully I'm muting this mic when I do that. I don't know if I'm doing it or not. I know it's got to be loud as frick. especially if you're wearing headphones. That's where we want that to be. Right there. Same. Want a little bit of meat left so I can weld that edge. Get this one out just a touch. There. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll do the trick. Absolutely, skinny jeans. I did not plan on pulling it apart yet. So I'm just building a mount to do it. That's all. I'm not pulling it apart yet. Not yet. That's what I was just telling everybody else in the chat. I'm just building this right now, and then we'll see what they say about parts. Because, like you said, you might end up having to buy a whole nother damn transmission. Who knows? Let's turn this welder back up though. A little more speed, a little more heat. Around 22 range. There we go. A little more, about 200 on the wire speed. All right, a little much on the speed. Turn that down a little bit. Turn that down just a touch. A little much. Still a little much on the speed there. Get over here. Come back here. Let's see if that's better. Nope. A little too slow now. Jeez. That thing cranked up. More adjustment. I think we'll have it. Did I turn my gas off? Don't tell me I'm running out of gas. I just exchanged that bottle too. I am out of gas, aren't I? Huh? Still, all right. Got me out of gas, I guess. Oh, right in the flip flop of that one. Still a little fast. Still a little fast, still a little hot, but it seems like I'm running out of gas. Sounds like it's good. A little hot. Somewhere in there, it should be golden. Should be golden right there. Don't weld that to your fucking vise, dummy. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a piece of slag melting through your shoe and going through your sock and into your skin. But it's not pleasant. Yes, that is one fat fucking weld. Because I went down to the corner, down to my bend, and I went over my bend. But that son of a bitch should not go anywhere. Not go anywhere. Prime, you want to see that fat fucking weld right there? Whoop. No, I lost y'all for a second. You get back. Super fat. Not too bad. All right. Not too bad. But yeah, so I went over. Whoop. Let me get you around here. And up. Come on. There you go. Tripod's hanging. So there's my corner from where I folded my metal over. That's the weld under that. So I went over that corner again all together. And I did not do it the same on this side. I just ran it right down over top of it. Hot, sticky. And I'm running out of welding gas. My gauge is damn near on zero. Yeah. Yeah, let's see the top of my sock. I got a nice one, that really got the skin really good the other day. About a month ago, and I still got the scar on top of my foot from it. Oh, when I was doing that cage in that car, it, right through the sock, right into the skin. So just to add a little extra on this, I know I'm over welding, but I just want to make damn sure we're not going to have any trouble. Gotta have a battery, dummy. I know. I got the corded one right there. I know. Are stringers stronger than weaves? I don't know. I have no idea, man. I'm just, I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a certified welder. I learned how to weld with a $80 Harbor Freight welder with flux core in it. That's how I learned. That's how I taught myself to weld. I had nobody teach me how to weld. Uh, and that's why they're not perfect, but they penetrate and they hold. I've never had any of my welds ever fail on anything. I've welded all of this rear suspension up on my car, all of the control arm stuff that holds the rear end of the car, all that shit I welded myself. Uh, no formal training, nobody to say, hey, this, that, or the other. And I've never had an issue. It might not be pretty. It might not be the dimes that everybody likes to see. Sometimes I hit them just right. Sometimes I don't. But, you know, just like anything in this world, if you got good penetration and you got it. You got good penny, you got it. That's what makes everybody happy, right? Good penetration. It ain't got to be pretty. It's just got to penetrate. I do. A lot of people do J's when they weld, and I do half circles. So I just do half circles and push my weld. You know, kind of like I'm spreading butter. You know, that's how I've always done it. I always end up with something that looks relatively nice. A little hot. I'm starting to melt my wire a little too early. What do they call that? Sulfating? I think they call that sulfating when a wire's melting before it should. And that's it for the welding gas, my friend. Yep. Dang. Well, you see that booger right there? That's a guy that ran out of gas. Be all right. That thing is welded up plenty good. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. I'll have to take that bottle tomorrow and get it swapped out. But I've been doing a lot of welding here lately. A lot of welding. Exhausts, cages, Honda stuff. So I think that'll work just fine. Let that cool off a little bit before I go grabbing on it. It's 220. I'm doing 220. Yeah, Coin, you're a certified welder, though. I don't know dick about it. Well, here, certified welder. No, let me clean that off for you. I'll clean that off for you, buddy. Yeah. Let me do this. Let me have this and this. Whoa! Lost you. Lost you there, pal. This was awful because I just ran out of gas. But there you go. There you go, pal. I'll get you in there. What do you think? Not bad? Woo! Come on, screen. There you go. It keeps. I got y'all tilted slightly, so it keeps knocking me off of the. Telling me I need to rotate my shit. Let me just zoom in, huh? There you go. Not awful, right? And that's where I just ran out of gas, right there. Not the worst weld I've ever seen. All right, some of that slaggy shit right there is a little bad though, but it'll be all right. I've never flashed myself, ever. That is the one thing I am super cautious about is wearing my helmet when I need to. So, corn, this is where I overlapped 4 other welds just because I did my initial, lock it in, and then I went over all of that again because that's where my corner is right there. So I just went over all of that and really laid a fat fucking bead on top of it. And then just lock the sides down. Yeah, just wrapped it all in. See, I'm eating that away just a little bit. Might be just a little hot right there. I should have went over all that again. McGregor! Hey, this isn't that critical. This isn't that critical. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Make it. Oh, you're just tuning in, man. So what I'm making is a transmission holder. Is what I'm doing. That is going to go around the case of the transmission and pin in the sides of the transmission where there's little holes. And this is going to sit on top of here like that and bolt to it. And then I'm going to put it into my engine stand so the transmission will be straight up and down so I can pull the pump out of it. Once that cools off a little bit and I can touch it, I'm going to take it over there. But it's pretty thick steel. Should have no issues with it. I have welded the ever-loving fuck out of it. So pretty thick. Almost 10 millimeters for you Canadians. So it's pretty thick shit. It should hold up just fine. I've over welded it, honestly. But I'll show you. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's move you back over here. They see those little dowels. These. Start a little warm up top. So this. Down over that. Screw these studs in. That one goes over there. This one, I need to back this out. I've got a piece of flat that I need to put in that. Boy, that's still a little toasty right there. If you're wondering, yes, I have burned the fucking piss out of myself many times, rushing things. And this one screws into the other side. Like that. This piece, where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. This piece go. It's still hot right there. Man, why does everything gotta be so hot? It's not like I just welded or anything. That go in there like that. So that'll sit just like that. And I'm going to drill out the crossbars. So when this is sitting on the engine stand, I'll be able to send a socket down through there to tighten that. But this will bolt on here. And this receiver end goes into my engine stand. So I'll be able to turn this up, slide it into the engine stand, lock it down. And then this will be vertical, and I could take the bell off. I could pull the pump out. So that's what I got going on. And that little center strap is what's going to keep it from, pivoting back and forth. Hopefully. It is definitely heavy duty. Yeah, 10 millimeter, damn near 10 millimeter thick steel. So, but I wanted it to be bulky for a reason, I wanted it to be bulky for a reason. Because that's a lot of money sitting right there, and to hang that off of something, I didn't want it to stretch or any of that. I'm still going to probably support it underneath just to handle the weight of it all. But this should work absolutely fine for what I want it to do. Just got to drill some more holes. Yippee. We'll put those right in the center. It's a little off. Those right in the center of that. And we'll drill those out. And just slip the bolts through. Bolt this on. Tighten this down through the hole. Get it straight. Now I think it'll work. I think it'll work just fine. Not bad, right? Shiha. Shiha? Hey, hi, Shihai, Shaha. I don't know. I've tried to pronounce that. You have to break it down for me. What I should start with and end with. Shia, Shia. maybe. But it's Kitchen Vlogs. Thank you for sticking around. You've been popping up here a lot. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody hitting that thumbs up button too. It helps out the old algorithm. But I think that'll work. I think that'll work because I got to take that pan off. I got to take the transmission pan off because there's I know I've explained it before, but for those of you just tuning in, inside of that transmission attached to the valve body is a torque converter control pressure sensor and the pump pressure sensor. So both of those have to come out of that transmission before I am able to pull the front pump out. So in order to get the pump off, I've got to take those two solenoids out. And once those are out, everything pops out of there. But the wife and I have been researching the shit out of this, and we've got Proform, I think it's Proform transmission, whoever the hell it is that built this transmission. We got email out to them to see if maybe we can just get a whole pump assembly and just stuff a whole new pump assembly in it and be done with it, or if they sell a kit to rebuild the whole pump assembly so I could just split it apart, because I got to take it apart anyway to do that front bushing. It doesn't come out through the front like I was hoping. Supposedly there's a little ledge there, a real one thou of a ledge there, and if you hammer that bushing over it, you ruin it, and then that bushing can walk in or out. So it's all going to come apart, which is unfortunate. The older transmission that I did 25 years ago, it was a split bushing. I was able to get a small flat head underneath of it, fold it, pull it out. The other one hammered right in, put the new seal in, converter back in, back up into the truck it went. It was done. But this seems to be a little different. So I think it'll work. I think it'll work just fine. If it doesn't, it will. I'll just come up with something else, a different way of securing it. Still a little toasty. Not too bad though. Didn't do too bad of a job with it. Sucks I just ran out of welding gas. And some of these people that have used my welder should throw in on that, you know? Yeah. I think they should probably throw in on that welding gas. Getting all tangled up in my extension cord down here. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's great photography. Great videoing there, bud. All over the place. Everybody's gonna get nauseous now. Take your nausea medication, everybody. No, Lord. All right, let's see. Let's drill some more holes. I don't have to go quite as big this time. These should be more than enough to go through that. Oh yeah, plenty of bolt. Plenty of bolt. If they'll hold an engine, they'll hold a transmission. You know what I mean? Let me turn my welder off. I guess now would be a good time to start learning how to TIG weld for days like this when I run out of argon mix. It doesn't look bad. Definitely bulky. That one is definitely bulky. But hey, saved some dollars. We saved some dollars. All right, let's swap batteries again. I know. All right, you are not charged. I know you're not charged. Let's make some holes. See, these little drill bits just keep on getting after it. Them big ones, they don't last at all. Do, 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 do. There you go, corn. It just makes one big sticky mess, you know? Oh my God. Whew. Metal shaving stuck everywhere. It's like we're still zoomed in. Come over here real quick. I still got you guys zoomed in. No? Back up a little bit then. I'm gonna put some Loctite on that tripod thread. Neighbor's got an American flag flapping in the breeze out there, and every time it moves, I think somebody's walking past my window. That's the bad thing about using oil. You see all that shit stuck everywhere. Just can't, give it a little puff of air and get it the hell out of your way. Hey, this thing's going to be for sale after this. Carts, labor, you're looking at about 20 grand. If anybody's interested. Research, development, all that stuff. You got to pay for that, I'm kidding. I wouldn't sell this piece of shit to nobody. Those hot pieces of metal. Flinging. This thing's about done too. That thing's about done too. Woo, hot. Where did it go? Is that the one? No, that's not the one. Is that the one? No. Look at the other big drill bit run off too. I think that's the one. Let's see. What's going on? Ain't nobody talking? Nobody conversating on this thing? Or am I just not seeing it up here? Oh, yeah, no, you're the last one to say something, bro. 85 people watching. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Gracias. Or muchos gracias. That was toast. Toast. Mm-hmm. All right. Ah, thanks, Mark. Put a little hair around that thing, right? It's got it. It's just really sharp. Really sharp. Much of this drill bit left either. Mm-hmm. Fully charged, it said. Ah. Well, I know everybody's waiting to see me break my wrist. I know that's what everybody's waiting to see. See this thing come around and smack me in the face? Trust me, I'm waiting for it too. Making a mess. Just clean these floors too. What I don't like about using that shit. It's such a mess. Shit gets sticky. It's fucking shit everywhere. Should work. Should work. Good, good. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Everybody doing all right on their Sunday? Anybody else drilling holes? Metaphorically or for real, for real? Hey, Tony. How you doing, Tony? Just clean this floor too. Power washed it out and everything. Oh, my power washer died on me. Not making any spark now. I put a brand new coil on it. Still not making any spark. I guess the magneto in it finally went dead. Hey, Doug. What do you say, man? How you doing? You doing all right? Yay, me. Yay, me. Drilled some holes. Look at me go. All right. Splendiferous. All that crap off of there. I've got a big freaking mess with this PB blaster and fucking metal shavings everywhere. I need some kind of, a vacuum to vacuum that up as I do this kind of stuff. Anyway, looks spiffy. Looks spiffy. Doing pretty good. Somewhere in there. Just like that. To get some more flat washer. Flat washer with some meat on it. You common bitch. You common son of a gun. Son of a gun. That thing just hit the floor and rolled. Said adios, amigo. Hauled ass. That's way under there too. Shit. Come on, little arm. There we go. I'll use my strong hand. Put my strong hand on it. Look at all the PB blaster I got slung all over me. It's not good for my skin. It does make me look like I got a nice Donald Trump tan going on right now, what it looks like. Yellow man tan. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that. Here, look at this. Yellow man tan right there. Ah, finally zoomed out for me. Thank you, phone. The hell? Oh, dummy. Das Goofball. Das Goofball. Oh. All right. Well, that looks like a wiener to me. That is a unit right there. Wow. That is a freaking unit. If I'd ever seen one. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll work. That should work. Just like that. Don't want to screw these all the way in tight with the impact gun. Just want them to be a little loose. We'll need one of these and one of these. This. So this will go through here. I think I got the right socket. No, that's a 14. What did I grab? Somebody messing around in my socket drawer again. That will go on there. Line that up. Oop. Pull off. And just like that. Then I'll come in here with the, I'll grab my engine crane and pick this up off of the transmission jack, swing it, and slip it into my engine stand, and that should hold that thing right there. That don't look bad. I think it's gonna work. What car, Tony? This is this came out of my wife's 2000 WS6. It's right here. A little converter problem, so we took it apart. I noticed that the converter bushing was a little worn. Now I got to take the front pump out of this thing. Sorry, I'm tightening up my tripod now. I'm going to put some Loctite on that in a little bit. So that should hold it. That should be my homemade transmission holder upper doodaddy thingamabob. Project successful, I reckon. It should work. As long as these don't spread out, which I don't think they will. We should be golden. Should be absolutely golden. I think it'll work. It'll work just fine. Bet. Hold that in there just fine. It'll work. Sweet. Success. Just got 15 pounds of metal shavings. That'll work just fine. And we'll tighten these up with an impact gun. Make sure they're good and tight. Be ready to rock and roll. Once we get some parts ordered, figure out what exactly we're doing. The Krager upper tranny holder doodad thingamabob 2.0. Or nope, this is the first rendition. So this is 1.0. 1.0 doodad tranny holder upper thingamabob. Thanks, Mark. That's patent pending. Patent pending. Anybody that steals this idea, at least send me, 2% of every sale, please. I would greatly appreciate it. You're gonna see this on Amazon now, right? you're gonna see Amazon and the TikTok shop just flooded with these. Just a little kickback from every sale would be nice. R&D department's going to get 1% of that. So it'll work. If it don't, then I guess I'll start over again. It's a nice thing about having a welder. You can make all your own shit, beats buying it. All this stuff didn't cost me nothing. All the material I've had for years. Just time. I've had all this stuff for years. You definitely don't want to run these in though with oh, it's heavy too. You definitely don't want to run that in because you'll end up cracking your case. So you don't want to run it in with a ratchet or anything. Just need to put your fingers on it. But cool. Success. Success. That worked out nice. Hey, Nathan. You think so? Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Should work. But there's no, you say pressure in the bosses, those bosses, there's no pressure. I'm not tightening those bolts in that hole. I'm just, screwing my fingers. So the weight may have an issue, maybe. But I mean, that's how the actual transmission uh, mounts that they use at the shops. They just have little pins that sit in there. So those bolts fit pretty snug in those holes, so there should be limited movement. I mean, if I've got to, I'll use something else to help support it, but I think we'll be fine. I thought about, I'm just screwing this bolt out real quick. I thought about cutting the threaded end off, and just using the shank of this bolt to go in there. But I mean, I'm not screwing these into this. It's not threaded by any means. It's just an open cavity. So there's a good, half inch of bolt that sticks in there. I don't think it'll cause a problem, but we'll figure it out. If it screws up, it screws up. You got a block with surface rust, take it to a machine shop and have them hot tank it. Or wire wheel it, clean it with, get you one of those blowers that suck up fluid as you push air through it. Siphon blower, I think is what it's called. And once you get the block clean, get you a can of gasoline or kerosene and stick the siphon into it, and then absolutely saturate that and wash everything out, all the nooks, crannies, the journals, old journals, the coolant passages. You don't want all that rust dust going through your coolant system, for one. It's just going to make a mess of things. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Oh, you're the co-host. Ah, hello. Really enjoy your laugh. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I don't know. I don't know if 410. Sweet. I don't know if was it Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa? Is that the right? Is that the right for your nationality? Or am I totally off? So I'm just running these bolts through these nuts here with a little anti-seize on them. You're not missing anything important. Unless you like seeing my Buddha belly. Yeah. All right. Success. I think we did a good job. Oh. Hey yo. Hey yo, Muna. Oh, supercharged. Sweet. Sweet. My Fox body had a 418 Windsor in it when it was still a pushrod motor. A 418 Windsor. I think it was nothing but torque. NA, of course. I never put any power adders on it. It was 14-1, and it only ran on C16. Oh, wow. 15 people? That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We're getting there. I just got to get these watchtowers up. Once these watchtowers get up, we're golden. We're golden. I appreciate everything the village has done. I appreciate it all. It's just been absolutely blessed. Absolute blessing. And I'm not one to say blessing, trust me, but it is, it definitely feels like it. It's nice to have people out there in the world that still care about other people. You know, all walks of life, all nationalities. It's nice to have a little support from everywhere. You know, these all the likes, all the views, everything really adds up, and it means the world to me. You know, I just appreciate everybody. Honestly, no bullshit. I appreciate everybody. Like I say, even if you don't like the content, watch it anyway. You might learn something, or you might see why shops charge you so much to do stuff. What do we got? We got almost 3 hours in making this. Trick flow heads are fantastic, man. They're fantastic. Get the biggest ones you can get. Hey, I'm telling you, man. If I could hug everybody, I would. Just, you know, big old kiss on the cheek. And mwah, me love you. Me love you for a very long time. I know very positive. Yeah, Village Food is very positive. It's a great place. Great place. Great channel. Thank you. Thank you. I am self-taught on a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff I just wing it. You know, I don't claim to know everything. I know a good bit about a lot of stuff. I do not know everything by no means, but you know, the more heads you get on a problem, the more things you can figure out. And it's not just one person. Oh, thank you very much. I've got some videos that I've set up on playlists that you could just go and click on that playlist, and there's hours and hours of content. There's different builds, different things that I have on there. It's like one playlist is every live that I've done, so they're all on playlists. That's what I'll do. I'll go and while I'm at work and open up a laptop and go to YouTube and watch my own playlist. You know, because I'm a goofball anyway. I am I am a diesel mechanic by trade now. I used to be a European car mechanic. I build street cars. Wouldn't necessarily call them race cars. I build street cars. I got the wife's car that we're working on right now. This is what the transmission's out of. This is the wife's car. It's a 2000 Trans Am WS6 LS1 single turbo. It's got a Ford 9-inch rear in it. All kinds of good stuff. My car is in the other garage right now because the truck's in here. Got the old F-150 in here. My car is up front. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Christopher Rainey. Christopher Rainey? Is this the Christopher Rainey that I know? That I know? That I know? Ooh, GPS sites surveyor. Heck yeah. I did that a little bit. Thank you. I did surveying a little bit. Used to do landscaping and lot clearing, and we did a little survey work. But you know, that was back in the early '90s. The interior of the truck, sure, I'll show it to you. Let me unplug the charger because this extension cord keeps grabbing the tripod. My hedges need to be trimmed again. Yeah. All gray. Typical, 1990 truck. The seat's a little ravaged from all the years of sliding my ass in and out of it. It's a clean old truck. 302 automatic, fuel injected. It's got a new motor in it. It's got 7,000 miles on it. Let's see if I manage to get metal shavings all on the inside of my drink here. Oh, it looks all right. Yeah. I'm gonna take these fender covers off now. I'm done shooting metal everywhere. You see all the metal that's on that, really made a mess. I don't like working in here with her car in here because I hate to damage it. Really, her car is super clean. That's gonna have to go back inside. All these are gonna have to go back in the washing machine. It just got washed too. No, it's the wife's car. Single turbo hiding down there at the bottom. So LS, it's all forged internals. Stage 2 BTR cam, I think it is. All that stuff. Well, that's cold. Yep. Couldn't. It needs onboard air to make more boost. So it's maxed out right now at 10 pounds. Oh yeah. Well, I can't put. I think YouTube blocked my channel for a while. What is it? Shadow blocked or something like that. My channel for a while because I was really not getting any views on any of my racing content because we go out and we do a little street race and go to do a little Mexico stuff, and I had a lot of content up. I had a lot of content of me and racing a bunch of stuff. There was one night I went out and I literally raced 15 cars in one night and had all the videos up. Great stuff, filmed with a potato, and those videos got 20 views, 20 to 30 views max. And I think that has a lot to do with YouTube not wanting that kind of content out there. So I feel like they shadow blocked me to where nobody could honestly see that content. So what I did was I just made all that content private. So it wouldn't be out there anymore for anybody to see. And I think YouTube may have reevaluated my channel, especially with all the new subscribers that have jumped in, which is great. So now all of my views are getting up. One from the village and all of them people helping me out, really helping me out with stuff. So it's all that stuff is blocked now. It's all set to private, so only I can watch it, or if I send a link to somebody, they can watch it, I believe. But all my racing stuff is off of there. You'll see a lot of build videos from all the projects that's coming to the shop. I've got build videos for 67 Trans Am. I've got build videos for this, build videos for my car. Lots of live streams because I honestly prefer to do live streams versus making videos and editing it and doing all the hoopla. I'd much rather just put up a thumbnail, a quick description of what I'm going to be doing in the shop, and then putting it out there to everybody. And if the algorithm picks it up and sends it out, it picks it up and sends it out. And I've had pretty good success with the live streams versus videos. My videos don't get a lot of watch time. My shorts, on the other hand, get very good views, but according to YouTube, your shorts don't give you watched hours, and if it does, it's very little. They say you have to watch it for 5 to 8 minutes for it to count. So the people that just peep in and yeah, I'm going on and swipe away, that few minutes or seconds that they may have stayed on your channel, it just it doesn't count. So they have to stay in, you know, comment or give it a thumbs up, and then move on after about 5 minutes on a regular video, of course. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it's not like, you know, all the big street racing content creators that really have that shit down to a science, you know. And editing is a big thing, and I don't do a whole lot of editing. I will clip it a little bit and trim and stuff, but I don't know a lot about editing, so it frustrates me to sit there and to try to do it, because I've lost content before because I screwed up and clicked something that I shouldn't have. Uh, you know, AMP 0 to 60 in 2 business days, a day and 3/4. It'll get there. It's got a really really long first gear, and it's really slow. Ooh, Pakistan time. Okay, no problem. I will help out as much as I can. Yeah, see, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to put teasers in the videos. I don't know how to edit it like that. Uh, Honestly, because I'll clip a video. Like, I've done that before. I've tried to do that before, and I will go to the video to edit it, and I will find that teaser that I want, and I'll go to clip it out, and that's the only part that stayed. That's the only part that stayed, is what I clipped, and the rest of the video get deleted. And I'm like, well, what the hell happened to my video? And it's just gone. I've lost a lot of good footage trying to edit videos, and I just prefer not to do it. Hey, spinning ain't winning, you know. Yeah, man. Extreme bike builds. That is a F body. That is a 2000 Trans Am WS6. It's a big booty on her. Big booty Judy. LS1. Nothing fancy. It's all forged, ported heads, BTR stage, something another cam. 6.0. Yeah. That'll probably be, if this motor ever decides to go, that'll probably be what we do. We do a 6.0. Thank you very much. Kitchen Vlogs, thank you very much. This 4L Slippy is, this one is built, it's a built transmission from Performa Transmissions up in Pennsylvania. Can you give Blue moderate? Who's Blue? Is that you? Hang on a minute. I'm building a 95 W6 for my nephew right now. I have 400 of it. Yeah, that'd be the best way to go. Honestly, be the best way to go. 6H3, milled 243s, high volume oil pump. Yeah, I don't know if you know who EB Porting is. He's back in Virginia. EB Porting is the one that did this engine for us. I put it together. He did the heads. He ported the heads, spec'd all the stuff for us, cam, all the pistons and such. It was originally supposed to be a nitrous motor, but we went away from nitrous and went to turbo. Hey, Kitty, we're all done, bud. We're just having a little chat. We're all done, just having a little chat. I got it all together. Everything's welded and bolted and secured. Should work out just fine. It fits like a glove, heavy as hell. Trans was built on a milk crate in the garage. Yeah. Well, she bought this transmission. Geez, I 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It's been a hot minute since she bought this transmission. We hadn't any trouble with it, and it was the converter is what the problem is right now. It's having an issue now with going into lockup, so it'll go in and out of lockup even with the mile per hour set. It'll just keep going in and out of lockup, and then it'll have a little converter shutter when it's trying to do that. So we pull the converter, we're going to send it back to Circle D and have Circle D rebuild it and change it from a single disc to a triple disc. So that'll get upgraded. And I noticed that the bushing for the converter that the converter rides on has got some wear in it. So I wanted to replace that bushing. Well, come to find out, I've got to pull the pump out to replace that. Yeah, you got to get a custom drive shaft. Yeah, this car's got a 9-inch rear in it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kitchen Blogs. Yeah, well, if you're planning on running boost, this car is got a single on it. So if you're planning on running boost, you may want to upgrade that converter. And do you know what kind of stall converter you're running or what the stall rate is? Because her stall rate is 4,000 RPM. And to me, it seems like it's tight. To me, it seems like it's tight. Yeah, 25, 28. If you're going to do NA, that'll be fine. But if you're doing any kind of boost, you're definitely going to want to change that stall, because that's going to be way, way tight. And the thing's just going to, you're going to burn your transmission up. This is a Trans Am. It is a WS6 Trans Am. There's the famous nose. Yeah, it's the wife's car. I said my car is in the other garage right now. Thank you so much for the channel support. I appreciate it. Really do. The stall factor will change when you are running boost, no matter what RPM it is set for. Well, that's not what Circle D is telling us. And it's a matter of where it flashes and such. Because you're either going to beat the hell out of that converter or you're not. And what they're telling us about the clutches in the converter also matters as far as lockup goes. In Kitchen Blogs, I hope that's what you were asking for, was asking for me to make you a moderator, which is cool. I just did that, so you should be good. Oh, supercharged, yeah. A torque storm? Never heard of it. It is a lockup converter in yours, yeah. Yeah, well, we were going to put a 6-speed in her car, and it's just stupid expensive now. You used to be able to do them, for 3,000, 3,500 bucks, do a 6-speed swap in these cars, and now you're spending $8,000 to $12,000 to do a 6-speed swap in these cars. Thinking about getting a 2,500 stall converter clutch. Okay. But anyway, so right now, Corn, her converter is a single clutch, and what Circle D is telling us, it needs to be a 3, especially since she's running lockup, and it's supposed to make all the difference in the world. But she's calling them and talking to them and relaying information to me, and my memory ain't so good sometimes. I mean, 1,200 in a Yukon, or what did you say, 2,500 in the Yukon? Yeah, 1,200 in the Yukon. I mean, that ain't bad at all, especially since it's a. I mean, geez, that's not bad. I mean, Yukons are cool anyway. I've always liked the Yukons and the Suburbans. I knew what you meant, man. I'm up to speed on Ebonics. I've known it since the '80s, and I don't spell very good either. So so I'm good at that too. You spell anything, I'll know what the hell you're talking about. You can spell cat wrong, and I'd still know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, it's got the Silverado wheels on it. Cool. Ooh, 3:15 a.m. Hi, yeah. You better go to bed. Jeez Louise. You ain't gonna get no sleep. 120? Yeah. Yeah, they're also saying that with the triple disc in the converter rebuild, that the triple disc will actually help her out with her mile an hour. So this car has always had a slow trap speed. It's been, I think 116 through the quarter, and that's honestly a slow trap speed. We haven't She hasn't ran it uh, at the track with the turbo setup in it, so we honestly don't know what it's trapping now. But when it was in A, it would trap at like 116, I think it was. All right. You have a good night or morning. Thank you very much for coming in and doing everything that you've done. Much appreciated. Yeah. Well, you get that 6.0 right. Yeah, you're 5,000 pounds. Her Trans Am was like 34 or something. It's almost factory weight still, even with all the tubular stuff in it. It's still almost damn near factory weight. Yeah, I see you on there. I see you on there. I comment on there all the time. I like watching it. It's very exciting to me to see what goes on with the village live streams. It's very exciting when I don't know his name, but when everybody calls him the king. So when the king was up pushing my channel the other day, it was very exciting for me to see because he put my channel up, and you could just watch the subscribers come in, and the clicker just rolling up and up and up. It was very exciting. Very, very exciting. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I seen you in there yesterday. You've so far you've been on all of my live streams. I see you. I see you. Thank you, AMP. I appreciate that. Uh, every subscriber. I swear to God, I love you guys to death. Uh, yeah, there's tons of content, man. Some of it's filmed with a potato, and some of it's not filmed with a potato. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. You know, it's life. It's raw. It's raw, uncut, unfiltered material. There's no really, especially the live streams. You can't edit those anyway unless you download them and then repost them. But most of my videos have very little editing, very little time spent doctoring them up. But once I get monetized, I can. That's my wife. That is my wife that was in the live stream last night. It was helping me take a transmission out. So AMP, the person in Kitchen Vlogs that I'm speaking with, if you go to my community, and you'll see my post. If you scroll down through my post, you'll see one that says Village Food. Go to that channel. Go to that channel. Go to Village Foods channel and subscribe to that channel, and then hit your notification bell so you get a notification. Right, this is what I did, and this is what a lot of people have done, and it's a beautiful thing. So go to their channel, subscribe to that channel, and when a live stream pops up, in the comments, put new subscriber, whatever else you want to say. Just new subscriber, hello, and generally he'll make you a moderator, right? He'll give you a little blue wrench. You get that little blue wrench, and then you ask, hey, can I post a link? And you'll post a link to your YouTube channel, right? And you'll put it in the comments, you'll post it, and he'll pin that to the top of the chat. And everybody that's in that chat will see your YouTube channel. And those people will subscribe to you. They will watch your content, and it'll help you get your channel moving and help your algorithm. It's what I did. It's what a lot of people did. I met a guy, Chevy Addict. I met him online, and he told me about it. He said, that's what I do. This is what I've done. Yeah, drop a link. Drop a link. And that's what he did. So he told me to do the exact same thing I'm just telling you, and it's helped out immensely. It's helped out immensely. Yeah, there you go. There's the link. There's your link. Go to that channel, subscribe. You can also become a member of that channel. It's like pennies. It's pennies to be a member, to get all the member perks, because he also talks about different things. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. And it's not always in English, and you don't always understand what they're saying, but sit back, get your bag of popcorn, and watch, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm on there a lot, and they help promote my channel a lot. I'll make a donation to the channel. I've done that a couple times now, a few times now, and it helps. You don't have to. You don't have to by any means. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. It's not going to help or hurt. But if, like I said, just go subscribe. Go subscribe. He'll pin your link, and he will help your channel out a lot. Ugh. Very good. Very good. Well, everybody, I think we're all out of conversation. I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go inside and get cleaned up, and I'm going to cook dinner for everybody, and we're going to have a grand old time, relaxing for the rest of our day. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Giorgio. Buca Giorgio. Is that Italian or no? Ah, Italian. Sweet. Where you at? Are you in Italy or you in the States? Yeah, yeah. Go to my pin post and Joe Mama. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Sweet, sweet, sweet. AMP. I will go. Let me see if I can do it right now. Nope. I will go to your channel after we're done here. When you go to that pinned post, just comment on it, and I will click on you. I will click on your channel from there, and I will go to your channel. I will subscribe to you as well. Okay, no problem. Kitchen vlogs, no problem. Yep. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for humoring me and all that good stuff and such. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. It's Sunday for me. Probably Sunday for a lot of you. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.